Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, testing. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 627th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. Yes, I was a little late on the uptake there with the theme music. It is what it is. We are presented by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Be hyper-focused and insanely productive for hours with absolutely zero crash, absolutely zero jitter. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/GorillaMindRush. Again, that is donovansharpe.com/GorillaMindRush to get your hands on a bottle or 329. The link is in the description. We are streaming live in crystal clear 1080p to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, VKOK.RU, and Sharpe Stream. Shout out to my guys on Sharpe Stream. You guys are my patrons. I appreciate you guys. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is Wednesday, June 10th of 2020. It is good to have you guys in today on a Wednesday. I usually do my show on Sharpe Stream. I usually do the main show on Sharpe Stream. I do my show on Sharpe Stream 5 days a week. Actually, sometimes if I miss a day, I'll go in on a Saturday, whatever the case may be. But today, I decided to go ahead and broadcast this bad boy to the world because this one, I can't put this one on Patreon. I cannot stream this just to Sharpe Stream. And you know what? It's interesting. I actually forgot the name of the guy who sent me this video. So whoever sent me the Amber Rose video, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I apologize for having forgotten your name. Listen, I promise you I will shout you out on another show when I go back in and check the email. Hopefully he's not like Mike-Hole11, who literally threw a bitch fit when I didn't shout him out. Asked me if I was that hard up for content. Then he sent me a bunch of threatening emails saying that if I said his name on the air, there will be legal repercussions. Yeah, bring it on, F word. Bring it on. Love to see you try. Anyway, it is good to have you guys in. Today is going to be an excellent show. Right after the show, if you are a patron, you will be able to watch my 90-day fiancé breakdowns. We are on number 19. We have done 18 breakdowns to date. We are on 90-day fiancé breakdown number 19. And they have been really, really good, to be sure. They have been excellent. They've been entertaining. They've been a lot of fun. And I'm always glad to do them. Before we get started here, let me shout out a couple of super chats here. Chosen with the $2 super chat says, "You're so right about this." Chosen, got to learn to spell, brother. Got to learn to spell. YOU''RE. Your, and your. There, and there. Come on, guys. Be better. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Red Pill Mike, who is also a patron, says, "Shout out to Mr. Donovan Sharpe for always keeping it real and speaking the red pill truth in order to bring awareness to the blue pill plagued society." I appreciate that very, very much. Shout out to my patrons over on Sharpe Stream. Squadron J just told us that he was 40. I don't know why. I guess I'll have to catch up on that conversation. Dr. Loren says the Dawn of Vegas is here. That would probably be Tony the Ant Spilatro, who I may or may not have seen a long time ago. Shout out to Male 20, formerly Male 19, Male 20. Male 20 was 19. I guess he either turned 20 or he is turning 20. Either way, Male 19 is now Male 20, so shout out to you. Let me know in either chat, Sharpe Stream, or YouTube if you guys can hear me loud and clear. The soundbar on my end is going to the yellow. I'm usually in the red. So I want to make sure you guys hear me. I want to make sure you guys can hear me loudly and clearly. Ed Lattimore is in the house with the $10 super chat. He says, "Bring it on, F word." Haha, nice censorship. Yo, listen, Ed, I'm trying to tell you, that's about as good as it's going to get. That's about as good as it's going to get on my end in terms of censoring myself. Listen, I'm not Joker, who, oh, by the way, big announcement. Oh, by the way, Joker of Better Bachelor is going to be on the show. He's going to be in the TSR Towers this Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Yes, that's right. Joker of Better Bachelor is going to be on the show. He's definitely going to be on the show this time. and Coach Greg Adams might actually stop in too. Depends upon what his schedule is. He's going through a big-time move, so he might not have the time for it, but fingers crossed for us having what you guys would describe as the Holy Trinity show. Very much looking forward to that. Pimped Out Geese is in the house on the YouTube side. King Sargon too. In the Sharpe Stream chat says, we back. Squadron J on Sharpe Stream says, Sharpe Stream is so much clearer than YouTube. Yeah, that's one thing that I've quickly figured out, is that the broadcast on Sharpe Stream is extra sharp. Pun definitely intended. It looks great on YouTube, don't get me wrong. But I've got it on two different screens right here in front of me, and there is no comparison. There is no comparison. Sign up to be a patron. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me plug myself. Go to patreon.com/DonovanSharpe to become a patron. Also, to get access to Sharpe Stream. That is patreon.com/DonovanSharpe. Mr. E1976 says Sharpe Stream is the shit. Appreciate that. Dr. Lorenz says, I'm glad I cut off my $12 cell phone and got Patreon for Sharpe Stream. It's so worth it. I appreciate you guys. Very good. Someone made a really cool meme. That is awesome. Holy shit, Taj. You got to email me now, brother, because that is fucking gangster. Wow. Very good. VV gives me the loud and clear thumbs up. Appreciate you guys being in here today. So like I said, guys, I normally, I normally do these shows strictly for my Patreon audience. I normally do these shows on Sharpe Stream, but I got a video from a listener of mine, from Miss Amber Rose. Miss Amber Rose is, of course, the thought of thoughts, the queen of thoughts, the queen of hoes. So I guess I'm going to get demonetized now because I said the H word. And she has come out with a video. Now, I don't know how old this video is. She might have done it dude, she could have done it last month. She could have done it last year for all I know. But one thing I do know is that this particular video is rife with red pill truth. Guys, you can't, and I put the link in the description. I always advise that you guys watch the videos and then wait for me to come in here and break them down. So in this video, it's about a 10-minute video. It's not too long. Amber Rose is talking, I guess, to Yahoo Unfiltered, and she's talking about why she created the slut walk. That certainly got my attention, so I figured, all right, let's check this out. Then she goes on to talk about the fact that she is raising her son as a feminist, and then she gave us an example. That's when my ears perked up, and I said, okay, I got to make a hard left here. I was gonna continue breaking down Labor of Love, because I only do my dating show breakdowns on Sharpe Stream, patreon.com/DonovanSharpe if you want access to that. Shameless plug. But this video is way too good to pass up. Way too good to pass up. So that is what we are going to talk about today. Stephen Vieding says, if you're not a patron, you're messing up. Sharpe Stream, poll, plus all the archives. Guys, you don't listen. Look, you don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to take my word for it, guys. Ask the guys who are patrons. They will absolutely, positively tell you that Sharpe Stream is absolutely worth it. Chili Pepper with the $10 super chat says, I believe they did a study where they replaced Hitler's speech against Jews and replaced Jews with men. And what do you know? It was applauded. It was an outrage. Yeah, exactly. Go figure. Go figure. Again, listen, this is why my channel has been severely throttled, because anytime you make unflattering statements about women, they throttle you. They demonetize you. They deplatform you. I've been deplatformed many, more times than I can count. Is that going to stop me? Fuck no. We are absolutely, positively going to keep these hoes in line. We got to continue going hard on these hoes, and Amber Rose is no different. So let's go ahead and get this party started and see what comes through this slut's cum-stained teeth. Here we go.
I always tell the guys, before you slut shame a woman, think about your mother.
Oh, here we go. Already. Before you slut shame a woman, think about your mother. It's so, dude, the only time women start using these feminist tropes, these feminist axioms, well, you have a mother, so you can't slut shame. Sure, I can. I freely and wholeheartedly admit that when my mom was separated from my dad, Mom was a hoe. Mom was a slut. You better believe it. Oh my God, Donovan called his own mother a slut. Hey, listen, it's not easy doing that, but I call him like I see him. What men have to understand when they take the red pill is that it's a tough pill to swallow. And part of that tough pill to swallow is understanding that your mother, your sisters, your aunts, the females who are related to you by blood, including your own mothers, they're hoes too. I have been unconscionably candid about the fact that every woman in my immediate family is a hoe. My mom and my two sisters, love them to death. Love them till the day I die. I would take a bullet for each and every one of them. But they have all had at least one abortion. My mother had 2 abortions that I know of while she was married to my father. So while I love my mother and respect her as my mother, my mama was a hoe, y'all. That's just how it is. So just because I have a mother doesn't mean I don't get to call a woman a hoe. Well, you have a mother, so you don't get to call a woman a hoe. Sure I do. Even if my mom wasn't a hoe, bitches still be hoes. Hoes still be hoes. Let's continue.
Think about the act it took in order to have you.
There's another fallacy. Think about the act, sex, that it took to get you. Listen.
You understand what I'm saying? She was begging for your dad's bro. She was begging for it. She could not wait to get it. And then your little ugly ass popped out.
Okay, so herein lies another fallacy. We're talking about slut shaming. We're not talking about the act of sex. Just because a woman wants to have a lot of sex doesn't make her a hoe. If a woman is married or if a woman has a monogamous boyfriend and she wants to fuck all the time, that doesn't make her a hoe. Of course not. Just like if a wife wants to have a lot of sex with her husband, that doesn't make her a hoe either. My mom and dad had a lot of sex. They had so much sex, in fact, they had 5, count them, 5 of us. I was the first of the bunch. The act of sex or the desire to perform the act of sex does not make a woman a hoe. What makes a woman, I'll even go as far as to say this, the desire to have sex with many men doesn't make a woman a hoe either. Just because a woman wants to have sex with a bunch of guys does not make her a slut, does not make her a hoe. But actually living that out, succumbing to the pressure, succumbing to those temptations, that's what makes a woman a hoe. A woman having sex with a man and having a kid, mom and dad, does not make her a slut. Doesn't make her a slut. She had sex with your father. Sex and whoredom are 2 different things. Now, you can't be a whore if there's not sex involved, but just because a woman had sex and had a kid doesn't make her a hoe. So again, Amber Rose has already changed the conversation to sort of match her narrative. Big shock there.
You know, and I talk to the boys like that, and they're just like, damn, she's right. My mom was like totally getting it in.
Wait, say what?
And then your little ugly ass
Hold up, is she talking about like talking to her boys like her sons?
popped out. You know, and I talk to the boys like that, and they're just like, damn, she's right. My mom was like totally getting it in.
So now we're talking to your boys about fucking. Amber Rose is proud of the fact that her sons know that she got ran through. Oh man, mom was totally getting it in. That's how we got here. Oh, word. What the hell is that? Kids are only kids for so long, man. These are the kinds of kids that cause trouble in school because they grow up too fast. Look at the smile on her face. She is so proud. Oh, my sons know I got butt fucked by their daddy. We totally got it in. Oh, I'm so proud. Hashtag hoe for life. You should not be talking to your kids about sex until they until they're at least a teenager. This just proves, this is what hoes do. This is what hoes do. Hoes introduce their children to sex very early. Boy or girl. Boy or girl. They introduce their children to sex early. Her kid, Sebastian's what, 3-4 years old? Oh yeah, mom used to get it in. The fuck is that? This is what bad mothers do. Bad mothers curse around their children. Bad mothers talk about sex around their children. Bad mothers talk about sex that they are having around their children. Bad mothers talk about the sex that they have had around their children. Amber Rose is a bad mother. That's right, it's on record. You can't be proud of the fact that your sons are saying, yeah, mom used to get it in, totally. And then have $1 million shit-eating cheeseburger smile of a grin. That ain't no shit to be proud of. Shit, that was just the introduction. Goddamn.
Hey, I'm Amber Rose, model, entrepreneur, and the owner of the Amber Rose Slut Walk.
Bitch, we know who the fuck you are. Right? Hi, I'm Amber Rose, blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear none of that shit. All I heard was, hi, I'm Amber Rose. I've been skeeted in by every rapper and professional athlete known to man. Amber Rose is a successful model and entrepreneur who has a combined 27 million followers across popular social media platforms. This is the currency of the day. What about Amber Rose's net worth? How much does Amber Rose have in a 401k? How much does she have in an IRA? How much does she have in a Roth IRA? How much property does she own? Nope. They're not worried about none of that stuff. They're up 27 million followers across social media platforms. There's a podcaster who shall remain nameless that I used to do podcasts with on a regular basis. And I remember there's this one bitch in the chat mouthing off, just mouthing off at the chat, just like they always used to do. And so finally I just fucking told her off. And the dude that I was doing the podcast with, who shall remain nameless, said, well, wait a minute. You can't fuck with her. She's got 42,000 subscribers. What the fuck does 42,000 subscribers have to do with her getting out of pocket in the chat? This is the currency of the day, gentlemen. We're not worried about Amber Rose's net worth. We're not worried about how much she has in savings. We're not worried about her 529 college fund that she may or may not have for her kids. Probably not. Nope. 27 million followers across social media platforms. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. And we wonder why the girls who follow these sluts are fucking train wrecks. I do like those sunglasses, though. Those sunglasses are hitting. Look, there's Kanye. There's Kanye, Wiz Khalifa. Yeah.
I was slut-shamed a lot because no one knew why we got divorced. We never really talked about it, but...
Well, why did you get divorced?
It was just my fault.
When a woman says it was my fault, 9.5 times out of 10, that means I fucked other niggas. Now, I did maybe 20 seconds of research to find out why exactly Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa ended up getting a divorce, because I've never really given a single fuck until right now, and now I really don't give a fuck. I just want to have my facts straight, but it doesn't matter. If a woman ever admits, like her, well, it was my fault, that means that there was some fuckery going on. That means there was some hoe shit going on. I think it said in the article, well, he had been boyfriend and girlfriend, had this boyfriend and girlfriend-like relationship forever and ever and ever, and I'm like, what? Oh, so basically you fucked another nigga, is that it? And oh, by the way, Amber Rose probably doesn't know what a condom looks like. So I'm told. Amber Rose is a whore. Yes, here we go.
As a woman, it was like, it's her fault. She can't keep a man. She did something wrong. And I feel like...
Well, the reason why it's hurtful, Ms. Rose, is because it's true. If somebody says, Donovan, you're a fat, lazy fuck. You live with your mother, your girlfriend's fat, and you eat Cheetos all day. That wouldn't hurt me because it's not true. The only reason why a statement would hurt somebody is if it were true. Calling her a slut of a gold digger is true. This is why it hurt Amber Rose. This is simple math, guys. Simple math.
Like, that's kind of when I was like, I'm not the only person that's going through this in the world. Like,
she's right about that. Nope, she's not. Listen, she's not the only woman who fucked other dudes while she was married.
Like, I feel
so I'll give her that.
Like, I have a platform and I can actually help other women kind of get through this. Because I feel like I'm strong enough to take those punches.
Translation. I wanted to feel better about being a hoe, so I reached out to other women who are also hoes so that we can all stand in this circle jerk and make us feel better about the fact that we fucked other people while we were married. That we have unprotected sex with random strangers. That we fuck dudes by the truckloads. That we're all sluts. Yeah. Got it.
And I did. One thing that men say that pissed me off a lot is probably them just calling me a whore.
Amber, I don't know if anybody's told you this, but you are a whore. Like, listen, we call them like we see it. That's just how it is. Like, you can't get mad at a man calling you a whore if you're acting like a whore. Right? I mean, you guys get that, right? Like, if I'm tall, I would expect somebody to say, hey, you're pretty tall. If I'm a fucking fat ass, I would expect somebody to say, hey, you're a fucking fat ass. Well, if you are a whore, people are going to call you a whore. Simple math.
But then their mom has like 4 baby daddies.
Oh, see, now she's talking to hood niggas. We don't give a fuck about hood niggas. Mom has 4 baby. Well, I'm a whore. Your mom has 4 baby daddies. Okay. Let's say that were true. That does not unmake you a hoe, sweetie. See, again, This is, I guess, what we call gaslighting or ad hominem attacks. I think the ad hominem attacks, and I'm not a debate expert. I don't know all that stuff. Ask Stefan Molyneux, the philosopher, about all that nonsense. I don't know about that. But when people resort to calling their opposition names, you've already lost. You've already lost. Well, if I'm a whore, that's why your mom has 4 baby daddies. Okay, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that you're not a hoe, sweetie. Like, that's not how it works.
I'm a whore because I posted a picture in a bathing suit.
No, you're a whore because you have unprotected sex with hordes of men. And when you post pictures of bathing suits, that allows people to communicate their whoredom to you.
Or I'm a whore because I've had relationships. I'm 34 years old. I've had relationships.
Oh boy, see, now she's trying to characterize, make it sound like a relationship is the same thing as fucking around. Long time ago, and I forget which episode this was. It's called it's actually just put it on Patreon. It's called eight of the most common types of sluts that you will come across in your player plundering life. And one such whore, one such hoe, was called the serial girlfriend slut. The long and the short of what a serial girlfriend slut is it's a girl who has a boyfriend seemingly every week. She fucks a lot of dudes. She's fucked 5 dudes in 5 weeks. But to make herself feel better about the fact that she has hopped off of one cock and onto another inside of a week's time, she tells herself and other people, well, he was my boyfriend at the time. So Friday night, they go to the club. They get butt fucked in the bathroom stall. She decides to commit to him because he's got a big dick and really cool hair. Then he's her boyfriend for the week. She knows it. He doesn't. This is just some bitch he's fucking. Okay? He starts playing games with her. She finds out that he has a girlfriend or a wife or kids or whatever. Wednesday, she's like, oh, niggas ain't shit. I can't stand niggas, blah, 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 blah. I'm so done with men. Goes back to the club on Friday night, meets another hot dude who, again, butt fucks her in the bathroom stall. She decides she wants to commit to him because he's the DJ there. Oh my God, I'm so in love. On Monday on Facebook, on social media. She finds out that Mike, the blonde-haired DJ with the patent leather jacket, I know I'm dating myself here. She finds out that he has a girlfriend. Oh, niggas ain't shit. Rinse and repeat. So one day, her friend Stacy says to her, you know, Natalie, you sure have slept with a lot of guys lately. Don't you think that kind of makes you look like a slut? Why, I'm not a slut, she says. I have sex with people I'm in relationships with. That's how they characterize their whoredom. This is how they do this. This is how this works. Amber Rose said, they call me a whore, but I've been in relationships. I'm 34 years old. Hey, you're a grown woman. You can do whatever it is you want to do. But a slut is a hoe is a whore. It's all the same. Doesn't matter whether you committed to them or not. You were caught on camera with dudes grabbing your ass. How are we supposed to respect you as a woman if you're doing that? Not only that, you're in and out of relationships with different niggas seemingly every other week. So yes, you're a whore, Amber. These are not just relationships. These are flings, hookups. I didn't know Odell Beckham Jr. hit that. Goddamn. Damn, I didn't know ODB hit that. Shit, that's the first I've heard. Honestly, that's real talk. I did not know that ODJ. I did not know that he fucked Amber Rose. I'll be damned. OBJ fucks all these hoes out here, including Amber Rose.
Your mom has 4 different baby daddies.
There we are. Right.
Which is awesome.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, so now all of a sudden, your attack is now awesome. I'm a whore, but your mom has 4 baby daddies, which is awesome. Do you see what she did there? She can't go against the sisterhood uber alles, as Rollo Tomasi likes to call it, right? She didn't want to get heat from all the bitches out there, the Scar Tishas and the Swan Tashas and the Bumblebee Ishas and shit, and the COVID-19 names, right? The COVID-19 names, the Sanitasias out there that have 4 and 5 baby daddies by 4 or 5 different kids with 4 or 5 different niggas. Oh, no, she didn't want kids heat from that, right? That's why your mom has 4 baby daddies, which is awesome. Shit.
But you're not saying, my mom has 4 baby daddies. Maybe I shouldn't call this person a whore.
Or maybe you should call your mother a whore. You see what she's trying to do here? She's trying to shame men into hiding the truth from themselves. Guys, I say this all the time on my show. I talk about the fact that my mom was a whore when I was a kid. It's not easy to say that. I say it so much, you guys think that I just say it flippantly. Every time I say that, I get a little pang in my stomach, because that's a hard reality to come to and even say out loud, even now at 42 going on 43 years old. But the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. That's why these bitches have no answers for me. Lisa Faye and her ugly ass with her finger looking, she has like a finger for a thumb, by the way. Anyway, she came on and said, well, your mother, your sisters. I said, my mom and my sisters were whores. What else you got? She didn't have shit else, then she accused me of some bullshit, and oh, by the way, the legal action is still pending against Ms. Faye. But what Amber Rose is attempting to do here is she's attempting to say, okay, I'm a whore, your mother's a whore. She knows this. She knows this. She can't acknowledge it, but she knows this. I'm a whore, your mom's got 4 baby daddies, so you can't call me a whore because we know you're not going to call your mother a whore. Maybe not. Not this nigga. I call him like the fuck I see him. I don't give a fuck. Love my mother, love my sisters. But guess what? They were hoes. That doesn't mean I don't love them. That doesn't mean I wouldn't take a bullet for them, but they are what the fuck they are. That's just how this goes. Try to bring family, well, you can't call me a whore if you, no, yes, we actually kind of can. I would argue that a lot of men whose moms have 4 baby daddies, they know their mamas are hoes, and they sort of juxtapose that, maybe project their feelings onto other hoes, which is maybe why she's called a hoe all the time.
Because someone would call my mother a whore for those same reasons.
That's because your mother would be a whore for those same reasons.
I think it's so funny when they're like, you're a mom, put clothes on, you're a mom, what are you doing? I'm like, do you understand that someone had a inside of me in order for me to have a baby?
Okay, what does dressing provocatively and representing yourself as a good mother so as to not embarrass your children have to do with niggas nutting inside of you? Here she goes again. Here she goes again. In the same breath, oh, put more clothes on, blah, 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 blah. Well, yes, when you're a mother, you're not supposed to be posting in bikinis. You're supposed to act like a mom. This isn't to say that she has to live under a fucking rock. But dude, posting booty pics? Showing pictures of your ass, your tits, and all that stuff? Like, dude, like, what are your sons gonna say about that? No, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, her sons might have asked her, Mom, was daddy tapping that after you took that picture? Oh, yes, they were. Her posing in swimsuits, her attention whoring has absolutely nothing to do with somebody nutting in her. And again, I'll go back to what I said earlier. The act of sex and being a slut are 2 different things. Just because a woman lays down with a man and has sex with him doesn't make her a whore. Just because a woman has a kid with a man doesn't make her a slut. Succumbing to the temptation to fuck a lot of different dudes and have kids by different dudes, that's what makes her a slut. But you can't just isolate this thing just to try to get out of the fact that she should be basically putting nude pictures on Instagram.
I'm just saying. I mean, I had some freaky wild ass sex with my husband in order to have my son. You think that just goes away, like, after you have a kid? Like, no.
No, it shouldn't go away. And she's making a very good point, right? Listen, I get it. So she had a kid, and she says, listen, I like to fuck. I'm trying to fuck. I'm trying to dress sexy for my man. Only for my man. Your man is the only one that's supposed to see that stuff. If you want to have that freaky, crazy sex with the fucking heels and the hoops and all, be my guest. But you can't put that on social media when you got kids, bitch. I don't know. Like, it is beyond me. And by the way, Amber Rose is she's not the only mom like this. There are bitches out here who aren't even of Amber Rose's celebrity status who steady post booty pics, sexy pictures, attention whoring, thirst trapping, got 3 kids. All of them young, all of them under 6 years old. Here, hold the camera for mommy. Hold the camera while I twerk in front of the camera. Yeah, let me get that. What kind of shameless shit is that?
It doesn't. When you're like a teenager, like an older teenager in your 20s, and your mom is much older then, and you look at pictures of your mom being bomb as hell when she was young, you're not.
Damn, Amber Rose's mom was hot.
Not like, God, Mom, you were a hoe. You're just like, wow, Mom, you were popping.
False dichotomy. Right there, we already know that Amber Rose's mother was a whore. Do you want to know why we know Amber Rose's mother was a whore? Because Amber Rose is a hoe. Amber Rose is a slut. Listen, I don't think Amber Rose was raised by a single mother. I don't really know shit about her except for the fact that she is indeed a slut. And just because you're raised in a two-parent home doesn't mean you're not going to be a slut. Be careful of that. Guys always think, well, if she was raised in a two-parent home, then she's not a slut. Then there's no way she's going to be a slut. No, there's less of a chance that she'll end up a slut, but that doesn't mean she's not going to end up a slut. So whether or not Amber Rose was raised in a two-parent home at this point is irrelevant. We know that her mother and her father did a bad job at parenting her because this is what she became.
It's very frustrating, like, when I talk about the derogatory labels, like slut, hoe, whore. I always get the argument of, well, this is what it says in the dictionary. But the definition in the dictionary is always like a woman that. And it's very frustrating because it never applies to a man.
Oh, here we go.
Derogatory labels never ever apply to a man whatsoever.
Here we go.
He can do the same exact thing a woman does, but he's cool for it, you know.
Right. Now, dude, the red pill community, we've talked about this ad nauseum. Men and women are not the same. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to just go ahead and point out the obvious. The reason why sluts are shamed and sluts are shamed and studs are adored is because it's a lot easier for women to get dick than it is for men to get pussy. Even super high value men. The only super high value men that just get pussy thrown at them all the time, billionaires, professional athletes, etc. But that's less than 0.5% of the world's population. They are the gross outliers. But for the rest of us, average, regular guys walking around, dude, getting pussy is hard work. It was Amber Rose herself who said, women have sex with who they want. Men have sex with who they can. But she wants to bitch and moan about the fact that, well, if a man can do it, why can't a woman do it? Well, you answered your own question, boo. If women can have sex with who they want, that would imply that it's a lot easier for women to get sex than it is for men to get sex. That, in part, is why sluts are shamed and studs are praised. But let me point something else out here that Miss Rose seems to be sort of missing here. Slut shaming has been around for eons. Slut shaming was around before the word slut even came into existence. I don't know, maybe I think they called them harlots, floozies, tarts, some of those old school. But bitches were getting slut shamed back in the 1500s. Remember David and Bathsheba from the Bible? Bathsheba was a whore. Mary Magdalene was a whore. Women didn't like Bathsheba because she was a hoe. Women didn't like Mary Magdalene because she was a hoe. And as we always point out, the vast majority of slut shaming comes indeed from other women. So Ms. Rose, why aren't you acknowledging the women who are also slut shaming you? Right? If you're gonna listen, if you're gonna throw shade at all these people who are slut shaming you, you gotta be real across the board. Just like me. If a dude comes in here and starts talking shit, I'll fucking ban his ass. I don't give a fuck. Just like I do with women. I'm an equal opportunity banner. I have zero tolerance for even remnants of what could possibly be bullshit. I don't give a fuck. You're either you are either pro man or you're not. But Amber Rose can't take shots at women who slut shame her, and the vast majority of people who slut shame her and other women are women. But no, she wants to go after the guys. So Amber, again, she thinks that slut shaming just magically came into existence. Well, when I started fucking around, that's when the word slut came into. No. Slut shaming's been around since the Bible days, boo. Bitch needs to do some research. All right, let me take a look at let's take a look at some of these super chats here, see what we got going on. Man, the super chat's coming in hot and heavy. Holy smokes, you guys are too generous. King Life, $10, says Amber is literally the epitome of what happens to women who lost a valuable man. They double down on being hoes. That's it. You're exactly right, man. You're exactly right. Like Amber Rose knows she's used up. She knows that she's not going to get with another high-value man long term for the rest of her life. That's it. It's over. So she has to double down on being a hoe. This is what hoes do. Cryomancer with the big $100 super chat. Holy shit. Says doing it for the team. What up, Donovan? God damn, Cryomancer. Cryomancer, you have submitted multiple three-figure super chats. Send me an email. I'm gonna get you a free copy of Womanese 101. And oh, by the way, I've got a real big announcement coming up here in just a second. Crime Answer, send me an email, man. TSR@DonovanSharpe.com. TSR@DonovanSharpe.com. You are constantly throwing me three-figure donations. I got to give back. Like, I would feel, and seriously, like, I want to do this for you. You got to take this fucking course. If you don't, I'm going to fucking hunt you down, and I'm going to fucking force it into your email, man. You're too kind. Fatal Dose the Sage says, last thing I want to think about when I'm skeeting is my mom. These bitches are sick, right? Like, what the fuck is that? Medinaha, €5, says she never kissed Kanye without consent. She never kissed Kanye. She never kissed. She only... Yeah, right. Listen. Hoes hate kissing, man. They hate kissing. All the innocence has been fucked out of them. Grovelite with the $10 super chat. He says, I took this quarantine to hone my knowledge of the red pill. Although I am still a student, I will use my knowledge to warn the next generation of men of red flags like this. Appreciate that. Sydney Migtow with $2 Australian says, rename to Amber Hose. I saw what you did there. Very clever. Very, very clever there, Sydney Migtow. Amber Hose. I like that. That's cute. Cute. Barack Zenmaster, €5.50. So she is talking about slut shaming, but her brand is called Slut Walking. Well, this is exactly what, let's see. What was the person who said, this is exactly what King Life was talking about. When women know that they can't lock down high-value men anymore, they double down on being hoes. I may open up the phone lines a little bit later if I have time. I'm not 100% sure that I will. But we will see. Bramblebush, $5 super chat says, that kid is not Wiz Khalifa's. Google Amber Rose's driver is the father. Holy fucking shit. Well, that didn't surprise me. Cameron Barton, $10 says, just did a quick search on the site called Who's Dated Who. Amber Rose has been involved with 39 publicly known relationships. So if we know about 39, her body count is most likely at 390. Cameron, I think you're wrong. I think Amber Rose's body count is probably in the triple digits. And I'm not kidding, man. I'm not kidding. Dude, bitches like her, they run up the body count quick, homie. They run up the body count extra quick. I'm trying to tell you, man. Medinaha, €5 says, people in 2010, what's next? Are they going to do a march to take pride at being whores? 2020, oh, wait. What's this? Very good. Super Coco Gen 916 says, Wiz Khalifa needs to get full custody of his son right now. I would agree, and you're about to find out why. Mr. Finster, welcome to TSR Towers. I appreciate the support. Just became a member. Thank you very much for that. Frammy Beamer, $2, retracted the message. Okay. Pimped Out Geese, $5, says, I get this Amber Rose mixed up with porn star Amber Rose. Both are just used up cum-covered holes. Okay. All right. Appreciate the super chat there. Cameron Smith, $2, says she's delusional and narcissistic. Edward Patton, $5, says, I praise Wiz Khalifa with that prenuptial agreement. He only paid $1 million out of a $60 million net worth and $15,000 a month child support. Good for him. Relative to his net worth, $15,000 per month in child support, hey, he did, that's pretty damn good. Listen, it is a sad state of affairs when we say, hey, man, he's only paying $15,000 a month in child support. It's a sad state of affairs when we praise men for that. Lavore 1980 says, I'm a little late, but I am in the building. Much love, bro. Appreciate that, Lavore. Lavore is also a patron. He's also a patron member of mine. Appreciate that, Mr. 1980. Tyson Jaleel, $5 Canadian, says, so many successful black men have inflated her ego. We have created a monster. She thinks she is high value. This is the thing, man. Amber Rose knows the party's over. She is not high value, and she knows it. This is why she's doubled down on being a hoe, because she knows it's over. All right. It is time, before we get back to this, I have a major announcement. And guys, this is big. It's actually two major announcements. And a lot of you, this is going to be good fucking news. Womanese Volume 2. Womanese Volume 2 is going to drop on July 31st. Womanese Volume 2 is going to drop on July 31st. That is a Friday. Or is it? That is a Friday. Womanese Volume 2 dropping on Friday, July 31st, 2020. 175 phrases and questions that women ask you will be translated. 175. We're going to cover everything from first dates to gold diggers, the questions she asks you that implies that she's a gold digger, the things that she does that tells you she is trying to set up future cheating. We're going to talk about questions and comments that she makes. We're going to decipher and translate that. We're going to translate the questions and the statements that she will make that will divulge her past. When I translate these things, you guys are going to be able to figure out, holy shit, she did X, Y, and Z with A, B, and C. And finally, Womanese Volume 2 will now include the Shit Test Compendium. The Shit Test Compendium. I would say about 40% of Womanese Volume 2 is the Shit Test Compendium. What is the Shit Test Compendium, you ask? The Shit Test Compendium is the shit test manual. That's right, gentlemen. I am going to decipher all of their shit tests, all of the main second-tier, top-level shit tests that women throw at you, whether you're in a fuck buddy relationship, long-term relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, doesn't matter. I will tell you what she says when she shit tests you. I will tell you what she means when she shit tests you. And as a bonus, I am going to tell you how to respond to those shit tests. First dates, gold diggers, her past, the Shit Test Compendium, 175 phrases and questions. Womanese Volume 2 dropping on July 31st. Here is the bigger news. I need you to listen closely. If you purchased Womanese 101, if you purchased Womanese 101 Volume 1, Womanese Volume 2 will be absolutely free. That's right. If you have already purchased Womanese 101 Volume 1, you will not have to pay 1 red cent for Volume 2. That's right. You will not have to pay 1 red cent for Volume 2. Now, if you buy Womanese Volume 2, you get Womanese Volume 1 absolutely free. The only catch is that Womanese Volume 2 and Womanese Volume 1 is going to be a little more. It's going to be a little more money because it's going to be a lot more material. Womanese Volume 1, 100 words and phrases and questions. Womanese Volume 2, 175 phrases and questions. And the Shit Test Compendium. Here's more good news. If you buy Womanese 101, you get Womanese Volume 2 for free. If you buy Womanese Volume 2, you get Womanese Volume 1 for free. If you buy either one, when Volume 3 drops, you get that free as well. You have to buy Womanese one time to get every additional volume. I will be including at least 2 more volumes of Womanese 101. I'm going to release Volume 2 on July 31st. I'm releasing Volume 3 on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And if you purchased Womanese 101 or Womanese Volume 2, you are going to get Volume 3 at no charge. You got to buy Womanese one time. But guess what? Here's the thing. When I come out with Womanese Volume 3, you're going to get the first 2 for free, right? Going to have to pay a little more because there's going to be a lot more content. So if you have already bought Womanese 101, this is my thanks to you. This is my thanks to you for hooking me up and changing my life. I'm not trying to charge dudes 2 and 3 times for the same shit. No, not doing that. Not doing that. You buy Womanese one time, you get each additional volume and chapter absolutely free. That's it. That's it. So Womanese Volume 2 is going to drop on July 31st. If you already bought Volume 1, you don't have to pay anything for Volume 2. When you buy Volume 2, you're going to get Volume 1 for free, but it's going to be a little more. Guys, don't wait. Don't wait for Volume 3 to buy it because it's going to be more than that. So, if you want to get on the list, text Don, D-O-N, to 474747 to get on the waiting list. Again, if you want to get on the waiting list, For Womanies Volume 2, text Don to 474747 to get on the list. Guys, Womanies Volume 2 is going to be available for 3 days. That's it. 3 days. July 1st, August 2nd, and then it's going away until Black Friday. You wait around, you're going to have to pay a lot more for Womanies Volume 3. Like, trust and believe. If you buy Womanies Volume 2, you're going to get Volumes 1 and 3 for free. If you have already bought, and a lot of you guys got Womanies 101 at a discounted price. So you got Womanies 101 at a discounted price. You're going to get Volumes 2 and 3, no additional charge. So when Womanies Volume 2 drops, that should be an incentive for you to take advantage of that. Because trust and believe, you don't want to have to pay for 3 volumes at the same time. Why pay for 3 volumes when you can just pay for 1? Text Don, text the word Don, D-O-N, as in Donovan, to 474747 to get on the waiting list. That is the major announcement. I was glad to make it. Mr. Finster with the $10 super chat says, "What's up, Donovan? Late coming to the show. You are the GOAT. Listen to your content every day to reprogram my mind from 47 years of lies about women that was fed to me." I appreciate that. We were all lied to, but we're all getting our shit straight. C-Dub, $5 says, "Amber Rose is example number 4,812 of women trying and failing to turn their necessity, hoeing because they can't lock down a man of high value, into a virtue." Yep, that's what this is. That's what this is. And of course, let me put this back on the screen. There's only going to be one woman doing this, the lovely and talented Jennifer. She is going to play Gretchen the good girl and Brianna the bad girl. She seemed to score the highest. She spoke the clear. She delivered the highest quality stuff. And she's beautiful. I can't be associated with ugly bitches. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, not doing it. So the lovely and talented Jennifer will she is under contract for volumes 2 and 3. I don't know about volume 4. If I come out with a volume 4, I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to do a volume 4, but if I do it, my guess is that the lovely and talented Jennifer will probably sign on for that as well. Text the word Don to 474747 to get on the list. If you live overseas, like Alvaro says, if you live overseas, go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter, sign up for the newsletter, and I will migrate you onto the waiting list. All right, good stuff. Just wanted to make that announcement for everybody. All right, let us continue with this shit show, also known as Unfiltered Yahoo.
And everyone praises him for it. And so what I do is, like, I refer to myself as a slut and a hoe because I was called a hoe in high school when I was still a virgin.
Nope, sorry, don't buy it. That's Amber Rose in high school. You're telling me that this girl was a virgin in high school? That's bullshit. Nope, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Women always make these ridiculous statements about their sexuality that they know that no one can ever prove. Well, I was a virgin in high school. We don't know that. Look how you conduct yourself now. How can you expect us to believe that you looking like that in high school wasn't fucking niggas even back then? Listen, you got your taste for niggas somewhere, and 11 times out of 10, it starts in high school. The fuck out of here. Dude, that's got Mud Shark written all over it. Tell me this chick right here doesn't fuck niggas. That bitch was all over the basketball and the football team, but I was a virgin. No, people don't slut shame you if you're not a slut, right? Like, that's just how it goes. Fuck out of here with that.
So it made me realize that it really doesn't matter what your sexual background is or what you've done. It's really just derogatory words that people use against you to put you down because they're uncomfortable with you.
She doesn't believe that. You can see in her body language that was just an excuse. So what Amber Rose just did is what a lot of women do. Well, if they're going to call me a slut, I may as well be a slut, as if to somehow imply that the reason they are sluts is because people called them sluts. Well, if I may as well do what they're accusing me of doing. Nah, hoe, you wanted to be a hoe any goddamn way. And we're just looking for a reason to be a hoe. Well, they're calling me a hoe, so I may as well be what they're accusing me of. Slut, please. Okay.
So I started the Amber Rose Foundation to help with counseling. We're doing giveaways, we're paying rent, bills, tuition.
Wait, paying rent, bills, and tuition? So let me get this straight. We've got all sorts of programs for single mothers. We got all sorts of programs for single mothers. They get free housing, free room and board, free food, free healthcare, free education, free tuition. But this hoe is out here still paying bills and rent and tuition. Men can't get a goddamn break for anything, but another slut wants to help out sluts. Unbelievable. This is why men are pissed. Women are always bagging on guys. Well, men going around, you need. This is why. There's no help for men here in the United States. We got to help ourselves. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have it any other way. But still, goddamn, can we have another program that helps out sexually irresponsible women? And we wonder why women are sluts. The reason why women are sluts is because they are constantly, directly and indirectly encouraged to be sluts. Well, if I have a bunch of kids, I can still get bailed out by the government, so I'm all right. They don't think about this in the front of their mind. They think about this in the back of their mind. This is why women are sexually irresponsible, because there are no immediate repercussions for their actions after the baby. Oops. My bad on that.
Just want to help out in any way that we can.
Slut walk, blah, 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 blah. Body pride. Oh, God. Give me a break. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Israel. So it says this incident sparked a global movement in support of women around the world. Slut walks were subsequently held in countries like Israel, India, and Brazil to bring attention to the problems of slut shaming, victim blaming, and gender inequality. So now she's trying to sort of cross-pollinate, right? So now we're talking about rape culture again. Now we're talking about gender inequality. You see how they do this here? You see how they do this? Feminists were losing the battle in second wave feminism. So what did they do? They locked arms with black women. Yes, black people are discriminated against, and so are women. Unfortunately, black women haven't fucking figured out that feminism doesn't work for them like it does for white girls. But this is why countries like Brazil, which used to be a stronghold for traditional femininity and girls that weren't hoes, this is why Brazilian girls are sluts now, because stuff like this is being spread. One thing that the MGTOW, and I'm not a MGTOW myself, you know what? I guess I could be characterized as one. I don't know. Listen, I'm not in the Matrix anymore. That's really all I can say. We can give each other labels, whatever the case may be. But one thing that the red pill teaches is that, hey, listen, man, if you want a good relationship with a woman, you have to go overseas. And I don't know, up until about 10, maybe even 15 years ago, that was a viable option. Not anymore. Ukrainian girls are sluts. Russian girls are sluts. Brazilian girls are sluts. You want to know how I know this? Because I fucked them all in Vegas. Oh, I'm from Russia. I'm from Ukraine. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Romania. I'm from Greece. Dude, I fucked Greek girls, Italian girls, Portuguese girls, Brazilian girls, girls from fucking Amsterdam, which probably wasn't a good idea. I have fucked girls from around the world, Australian girls. Jesus Christ, the list goes on and on. So if you're thinking that by going overseas, you're going to find a good woman, think again. Now, you're more likely to find a woman of higher quality in countries like Brazil, Ukraine, Argentina, Colombia. But hell, if this shit keeps going on, the odds are going to be stacked even more heavily against you. Can't get away from it. I'm not in support of men fucking sex dolls. Like, I get that. I'm not saying I understand why, but I don't understand why, but I'm not going to judge them for that anymore. I'll leave it there. Holy fucking shit. Stop the fucking presses. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Holy mother of God. So Scott, $10 super chat says, love your work, Mr. Sharpe. Been riding your wave since 2017. When is the Don merch dropping? I thought we already had merchandise. DonovanSharpe.com/merch, I believe. Devin, get the link and put it in the chat. The Sea Bear just dropped me 50,000 Japanese yen, which is equivalent to $466.77. So the Sea Bear, with the $467 super chat, The Sea Bear, shoot me an email, tsr@donovansharpe.com. I will give you and Cryomancer Womanese 101 free of charge, which means you're not paying for Womanese 101 Part 2 or Volume 2, not paying for Womanese 101 Volume 3. You guys, dude, you and Cryomancer, you guys are consistently dropping 3-figure super chats in here, man. You guys will never know how much I appreciate that. That's the least I can do. The Marfuki Man, $40, is paying by dues to my brothers in the manosphere. Keep changing lives, Donovan, and calling out these feminist harlots. That's another hoe. That's another slut name. They used to call them harlots, tarts, floozies. Man, $466. Jesus Christ. Federico de la Casa. €2 says Amber says, I was a virgin in high school. He says, yes, in the nose. She had a virgin nose in high school. That's some funny shit. The Casual Killer. With the $100 super chat says, thanks for the content. Just doing a check-in. Says debt-free, as I said I was going to do this month, and now looking into some expansions on a current business I started last December. Already in the black on that too. Thanks for being the kick in the ass I needed. No problem, CK. No problem at all. You guys are awfully generous. I can never thank you guys enough. And this is exactly why I'm only making you pay for Womanese one time. I'm not going to make you pay for volumes 1, 2, and 3. You pay one. The longer you wait, the more you pay. But you're never going to pay more than once. I cannot, in good conscience, do that. I can't make you pay. I just can't make you pay any more than I already have. That to me, there's just something. I don't know. I'm not trying to be You guys, listen. I don't have any fucking morals, guys. I cheated on just about every girlfriend I've ever had. I've done blow off of fucking strippers' asses. I beat people down I shouldn't have beat down. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. So I'm not trying to be Mr. fucking moral high ground. So, all right, let us continue with this.
The first slut walk was 2,500 people. The second was 11,000.
Damn.
And this past year was over 20,000 people.
Damn.
So it grew so much, and I'm so happy that, we're bringing more awareness. We don't charge anyone, we ask for donations. The walk is just in the beginning. Then we have a full festival all day, with sponsors and stuff like that. So we can.
All right, I got to stop the video because if I let it play too long, then I get copyright stuff. Brel215 with the $5 super chat says, Don, I know you don't, waiting for my camera to move out of the way. That's sort of one of the drawbacks of having fancy moving panning cameras. Says, I know you don't follow her, but in the chat, notice how she hasn't had the slut walk in 2 years. I did not know that. I did not know that Amber Rose has not had a slut walk in 2 years. Overdose 916, $5. I appreciate that. Let's continue.
Celebrate the fact that we're women. We can fight back
No, you're not celebrating the fact that you're women. You're all celebrating the fact that you guys are all sluts.
against rape culture. It's a lot of crying and laughing and
twerking and booty shaking. Look at this. Like guys, this right here, man. This is what's wrong with America. We have women like Amber Rose leading women. We got more bitches showing up to slut walks than we have in the voting booths. Make that make sense.
being happy and being sad and meeting people.
King Life says we need a banana gobbler versus monkey double black backflips tee. I've got a banana gobbler t-shirt. That is also for sale on my website.
People that, you know, understand your life because they've been through the same thing. It's
understand your life because they've been through the same thing. Yeah, listen, sluts identify with each other. That's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a very emotional day.
As you can imagine, him being the love of my life, regardless if we're going through a separation or not, that was extremely hurtful.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Oh, bitch, cry me a fucking river. Get the fuck out of here. It was extremely hurtful. It wasn't hurtful when you were sucking your fucking driver's dick, was it? Wasn't hurtful when you let that random ass nigga fuck you in the ass, did it? Well, actually, that probably did hurt, but not emotionally. You guys get what I mean. Get the fuck out of here. So we're supposed to feel sorry about the fact that people shamed you for something that you actually did. This is what these women do. Oh, feel sorry for me. I was a slut, but they still call me a slut. You got that? Yeah. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Like, how long can we hold your fucking mouth, chick? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's never as bad as they say it is. I'm skipping all this nonsense.
You better get your together because us women
Had this slut walk for women that have been through.
I had the slut walk for women who have been through shit. No. You're having a slut walk for women to make women feel better about being sluts. This is exactly what King Life said earlier. Dude, women know that being a slut is wrong. But when they've pushed it past the point of no return or the wall, they double down. This is what they do. They cannot admit, okay, me being a hoe might not have been the best idea, but I can't admit that out loud because it would be pointless. No man of value really wants me, so I guess I gotta still be a hoe. Tricky Trini in the Sharpe stream chat with an unbelievable gift. That's some funny fucking shit, TT.
I feel like us women, we're not playing with you guys anymore. So I feel like
Wait, what?
all the girlfriends and all the wives are kind of like, you better get your together.
Wait, you want us to get our shit together? You want us to get our shit together for you? You want us to get our shit together for girls that have slept with 100 guys? You want us to get our shit together for girls with sleeve tattoos and purple hair and bull ring tattoos and nipple and clit we're supposed to get ourselves together for that? Yeah, that's going to be a no from me.
Because we're not playing. I see a lot
They're not playing. Ooh.
of feminists that are like, I hate men. They're done. It's like, no. You have to bring them in. You have to talk to them. Their entire life, all they knew was to victim blame and slut shame women.
All they knew was to victim blame and to slut shame women. Again, this goes back to the fact that Amber Rose thinks that slut shaming is a recent trend. No, sweetie. Slut shaming has been around since before the... Dude, slut shaming was around in the fucking dinosaur days. The fucking cavemen saw cave girl Sheila. Ooh, that cave girl Sheila. She fucked cave boy Dan. Cave woman Sheila, my wife. Cave Sheila slut. They were slut shaming bitches back in the fucking Cro-Magnon man days. Back in the Paleozoic era. Way back in the fucking Mesozoic era. For all of you paleontologists and archaeologists wannabes out there, of course I say that in jest, but dude, slut shaming didn't just come into existence. Slut shaming's been around forever. Forever.
God hates whores like you.
That's what they've been taught constantly. And
No, that's not what we've been taught constantly. That's what it is. See, what Amber and other hoes try to do is what they're trying to do is they're trying to make us think that the only reason why we think and say they're sluts is because we're being told that. No. Men and women are born with the inherent understanding of the difference between right and wrong. Nobody has to tell us that a girl who sleeps around is a girl that you don't want to be with. Well, actually, we do now, right? But back in the day, we didn't need anybody to tell us, listen, you don't want to marry that slut. You don't want to marry that hoe. Back in the 1940s, 30s, 50s, whatever, they already... Wait, you mean Natasha's been fucking dudes since she was... No, not married, not wifing that up. Now, it is not only encouraged for women to sleep around, it is now encouraged for men to forgive those mistakes. And that's the part that's coming up here in just a second. Let me pause it right there. Man, you guys are just, oh my God. Like when the super chats come in like this, guys, it almost, oh my God. Medina with, oh, wait a minute, hold up, wait, hold up. Cryomancer, $20 says, slut shaming, translation, how dare you tell the truth? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Medinaha, €5, says, to her credit, all her relationships were love at first sight. Oh my God. Jeremiah Bloink, $5, says, thank you for being a man of integrity. You've helped me more than you know, and for taking my calls and questions and webinars. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I really and truly love what I do. Like, a lot of people say they love what they do. I love this shit. Like, I live for this shit. That's part of the reason why I get up early is because I can't wait to get my day started. Can't wait to get my day started. I appreciate that, Jeremiah. Thank you very much. The Marfuki man with the $100 super chat. $100 super chat. Says these harlots can't even see their own folly. You're right, Donovan. A woman's default setting is to self-destruct, and Amber Rose is the epitome of that. Exactly. And then when they end up self-destructing, what do? They double down on being hoes. Just like King Life 2 said. Just like he said. It's all the same shit, man. It's all the same thing. Ralph E. with the $5 super chat says the only thing a woman has to do to get a high-value man is not be a slut. But now that's too much to ask. Can't even expect biology out of them anymore. I think it was Richard Cooper said this a while back, and it always resonated with me, right? Men, we have to build value. Women simply have to preserve it. As men, we got to learn to fight. We have to learn how to be good with money. We got to learn how to handle women. We don't come out of the womb ready to be a man. No, we have to build ourselves into a man. Women, all they got to do is really be. All a girl has to do is not get fat, not be a slut, not get piercings, not get tattoos, not smoke. If she can last till 18 as a virgin with all that stuff, she got a lottery ticket. Men have to build value. Women simply have to preserve it. Good observation there by Ralph. Karn with the $5 super chat says, notice how the feminist movement goals are to force men to commit to their whims. You are right when you say men hold the key to commitment. Yep. I've said that before, guys. I've said that before. The three main objectives of feminism, number one, to remove sexual restraints from women while simultaneously putting them on men. Number two, to transfer resources from women and transfer them over to men. And number three, and I always fuck this one up, but the third and probably most insidious strategy of feminism is to remove responsibility from men. Remove authority. Remove the authority from men, but give them all the responsibility. But by the same token, you're removing all responsibility from women and giving them authority. You guys see how it works? They expect men to be responsible for everything that goes wrong, yet we can't be in charge of everything. Women are in charge of everything, but when the shit hits the fan, they still pass the buck. Those are the three main objectives of feminism. Very well said, Karn. Very, very well said. All right, let's get back to the breakdown.
And especially if you're an older man or you're in your 30s or, 20s, 40s, 50s, it gets a bit worse because they're just stuck in their ways. But
no, we're not stuck in our ways. We're just higher value, so we don't fuck with y'all no more. But y'all ain't playing anymore, right? Got it.
We have to bring men aside and be like, look, this is what it is. I need you to understand it from this point of view. I don't care if she was a stripper. I don't care if she was a prostitute. I don't care if she was at his house 3 o'clock in the morning.
Say what? I don't care if she was a stripper. I don't care if she was a prostitute. I don't care if she was at dude's place at 3 o'clock in the morning. I care if she was a stripper if I committed to her. I definitely care if she was a prostitute if I'm thinking about committing to her. And if I'm committing to her, you better fucking believe I care that she's at some nigga's place having drinks. All of that said, women can be strippers. Women can be prostitutes, and women can fuck random niggas all they want to. Nothing is stopping you. Just understand that there is a price to be paid for that. See, what Amber is trying to do here is she is trying to ask men to forgive women of their past transgressions. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too. The girl who remained a virgin at 18 and got married to a high-value man at 19, she gets to have the good life. She has 4 or 5 kids with a man she respects and loves. Her life is set. She has reached the pinnacle of happiness. The price that she paid was the party years. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that being married is more exciting than sleeping around. Guys, the party life for girls fucking around different guys, that is extremely exciting. Much more exciting than being a mother of 4. Are you kidding me? Listen, I understand why that's enticing. But just because something is exciting does not mean it is fulfilling. You see, ladies, while sleeping around and living that party slut life in the big city is more exciting, it's not really that fulfilling, even when you're doing it. It's exciting in the moment, getting butt fucked by Dave, the unemployed garage band guitar player who may or may not have a kid with his ex-girlfriend's mother's girlfriend. Right? It might be exciting to go on those rushes with Billy the cocaine dealer who you can't tell likes you or not. I know it's exciting and adventurous to fuck around with Kevin in sales who you can't figure out has 3 girlfriends or a wife. I get it. But that's not fulfilling and you know it. Now, the housewife who did it the right way, she might look and she might say, you know what? I guess I do get a little bit curious to find out what it would be like. Some wives succumb to the pressure. Some of them don't. But the ones that don't end up being good with that decision. You know what? I was tempted when I was 28 and I saw my friends getting divorced and living this fast life. I was tempted, but I'm glad that I didn't. Because Karen now has a nickel-a-day coke habit. Karen. Cheryl now has 3 kids by 3 different men, one of which was her ex-husband, and she doesn't even know if that first kid is his. Let me think of another old person name. And Deborah is in and out of relationships every other week with men half her age who just use her for sex. Yeah. Good decision there, sweetheart. You can't have it both ways, ladies. You can't have it both ways. And Amber Rose, what she is doing is she's appealing to men. Let us have it both ways. Let us sow our let us get it out of our system and then forgive us of our past transgressions. Fuck no! Not doing it. Fuck that and fuck you. Go and take all the dick and loads you want. I'm not mad at you. But don't come and shame me for not wanting to wife up your cum-stained ass. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Having drinks. I just feel like now is the time to educate and
there it is. See that? Educate.
Talk more to our boys and kind of stop this whole hyper masculine.
Okay, now she's all over the place. Is it forgiving past transgressions or is it hypermasculinity?
Energy that all of the men, not all of the men, but most men have nowadays. And
she says all the men, not all the men, most of the men. Guess what? The men that aren't hypermasculine think Amber Rose is fucking those dudes? Nope. Those are the dudes changing Amber Rose's tires. Those are the dudes coming over and fixing her fucking fridge. Those are the dudes taking her places, picking her up at parties when she's drunk.
Next generation, we need to make them better. It's locker room talk. Yeah, it's what boys do. Boys are gonna be boys.
Well, that's all right.
It's like, no, I will never say that to my son.
Oh, boy.
Boys are gonna be boys.
Here we
it's
go.
Like, no, you're a human being. Have some compassion and do the right thing as a man.
There it is. See that? There it is. Listen, we all saw the buildup. Do the right thing. Have some compassion. Do the right thing as a man. Translation. Wife up the slut. Wife up the hoe. That's what this is. This is what she is appealing for men to do. Don't slut shame us. No. Understand from our perspective and do the right thing as a man. Anytime you hear a woman say a real man, what's always preceded is something that benefits her while simultaneously damaging him. No, thank you. I don't need any education there, Ms. Rose.
As a person, I'm raising my son to be a feminist.
Oh, I'm raising my son to be a feminist.
It's funny because I went to pick him up from school, and he's a very loving boy. So, but his father and I and my mother and the whole family, my brothers, we kiss him and we coddle him and we love him.
Oh, no, they coddle him. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, my God. Let me pause. Let me pause before we get into this, because this is the craziest part right here. Let me read off some super chats here. Holy shit. Here we fucking go. Unbelievable. By the way, I'm opening up the phone lines. I'm actually direct connecting now. I used to have the phone lines open before I go on, but what dumb niggas always like to do is they like to get into the queue right away so that they're the first person on the line. And I don't like when people do that.
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important.
Your show is scheduled to start in 35 seconds.
All right, so in 35 seconds, you guys will be able to call the line. Yeah, I don't like when dudes get in the queue that fast, they're not calling for information. They're calling to perform. I don't like people who call to perform. I like it when I take calls from people with genuine questions and comments. Don't come on here and try to be Captain fucking Red Pill. I hate that shit. All right. Let's see here.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a fast 35 fucking seconds. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's get this going here. Phone lines are open, 914-205-5356. I'm only going to take calls for a little while, guys. I'm only going to take calls for a little while. I'm not going to do this all day. I got another show to do on Patreon, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. Karn. Oh, my bad. Already read that one. Technomage B5 says, despite feminist goals, they can't force a man to commit. They can't force a man to commit without men of society co-signing on it. Blue pill ignorant men are our worst enemy. Comment of the day. Comment of the day, man. Dude, feminism could not have existed if men didn't co-sign on it. Real talk. Feminism could not and would not exist if men didn't sign off on it. That's just all there is to it. I don't know what else to tell you. I do not know what else to tell you. Very, very well said. Oh, wait a minute. There we are. Gravelite, $20 says, Amber, you're right. Men do need to get their shit together. Maybe I'm doing the red pill all wrong. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you do, Amber. I support it. Because the more hoes, the more fucks I give. Hashtag viral Viva la red pill. Ooh, almost didn't get that one. Brian Burton says, Wiz doesn't love his son. That $10 super chat. Okay. All right. Okay. The number's on your screen, guys. 914-205-5356. You guys are going to have to be a little bit patient. We got a little more of the video to do. First come, first serve. You guys know how this works. All right, let us continue the breakdown. Here we go with this
all
nonsense.
Day. I mean, he's just filled with love. But his father and I and my mother and the whole family, my brothers, we kiss him and we coddle him and we love him all day. I mean, he's just filled with love. So when he goes to school, I grew up culturally very Italian as well. And so when
why would you coddle a kid? Right? Like, why would you, and listen, man, I'm thinking maybe she probably got that wrong. Maybe we coddle him. Maybe that wasn't the term she really wanted to use. Maybe she did coddle him. I don't know.
Greet each other, the family, we all kiss each other on the cheek. So when he goes into school, he kisses all the boys on the cheek, and then he kisses all the girls on the mouth. So
what's wrong with that, Amber?
I said, baby, when you kiss a girl on her mouth, you have to ask her permission first.
Oh my God, here we go. You got to ask her permission first. Here we go.
I know you kiss your whole family. We all kiss on the lips in my household. But I'm like, when you go to school, you have to ask the girl's permission. It's called consent.
That represents the brakes just put on Amber Rose's chances of ever becoming a grandmother. That's it. He's fucked. Her kid's 3, 4, 5 years old, however old a little bastard kid is, right? And here he has his slut of a mother telling her, well, you have to get consent. And we want, and listen, Gen Zers, fuck millennials, are wondering why guys aren't hitting on them. This whole consent thing. It doesn't work, dude. Oh my God. Girls don't want guys asking, do you mind if I kiss you? 11 times out of 10, she's gonna be like, fuck you. Ay, ay, ay.
And he's like, no, they want me to kiss him. I'm telling you. And I said, no, babe. I know you like kissing girls on.
See? The kid's got game. The kid's already got game. He's like, no, Mom, they want me to kiss him. Like, Mom, like, you know how this goes. No, I got to get consent. Amber Rose's son already has more game than a lot of you in the chat. But because his mom wants to raise him as a feminist, she is going to literally stymie his development.
The lips, but you had to ask. So I pick him up, and there's this little girl, Natalie and Stella, that he like both of them are his girlfriends. And he kisses one on the lip, and I said, remember, you have to ask. So he goes to Natalie, he says, Natalie, can I kiss you on the lips? And she's like, yeah. Okay.
And she's like, yeah, that's all cute and all, but that doesn't happen in real life. Listen, that works with little 5 and 6 year olds. Okay, that's all cutesy girlfriends and this and that and the third, but that don't happen in real life. If you ask a woman to kiss her, you know what she's going to do? She's going to fucking accuse you of rape. Because attractive men don't ask women to kiss them. They just kiss them. The fuck out of here with this.
They're 5, by the way. 5. So he kisses her on the lips, and then she's like, can Sebastian come to my house after school today? And I'm like, oh my God, like this is like.
Yeah, that girl's a little hoe. Can Sebastian come to my house today? Yep. Look, guys, listen. Hoes of a feather flock together. Hoes raise hoes. There's more proof right there. I missed that part.
You know, but he asked. I can't be mad at my little boy for asking. And that's what I'm teaching him at such a young age, that, you know, you can have whatever you want in life. The worst thing someone can say is no.
She's right about that. But with the kissing and the consent thing, and I'm going to have to tread carefully here as this just came to mind. But this is how sexual confusion plagues young boys. Amber is teaching her son it's okay to kiss boys without asking, but it's not okay to kiss girls without asking. That's going to confuse the little fucker. Before you know it, after he gets rejected for the 100th time because he's asking girls to kiss them, now all of a sudden he might think, you know what? Maybe I'll start kissing boys because I don't have to ask them. I don't have to get consent from them. One thing leads to another, and he ends up moving to Atlanta or San Francisco. One thing leads to another, and he starts to really be into baseball history, and he starts to idolize guys like Roberto Alomar, Chipper Jones, Eddie Murray. You guys laugh, but that's how this goes. That's how this goes. This woman is going to sexually confuse her little boy. And he's not going to know. Dude, he's not going to be able to make heads or tails. When kids interact with each other, that is the purest form of human interaction. There's no filters. There's no nothing. They're just playing with each other. They're being little boys and little girls. But then you get fucking slut mothers coming in and sort of breaking things up. That's how people get confused. Next thing you know, if Sebastian says, hey, Mom, I'm dating somebody. Oh, cool. Well, what's her name? Kelly? Oh, okay. Well, what happened with Jesse? Oh, me and Jesse broke up. Oh, that was quick. Like, I didn't think you'd get over Jesse because you had just started dating Pat. Yeah, Mom, I know. I mean, I'm just going through a phase, you know. Like, I can't really seem to be good in relationships. Well, didn't you date Alex too? One of these days, Sebastian's going to sit down with his mom, and he's going to be like, Mom, do you remember all of my exes? Pat, Jesse, Kelly. Think of some other unisex names. Pat, Jesse, Kelly, Alex. Those weren't girls. Well, what do you mean, Sebastian? Ever seen the show Love is Blind, Mom? Well, yes, I've seen it. Do you remember Carlton? I remember Carlton. Remember what he told Diamond? Well, he said that he had dated... And that's when it's going to hit her. That's when it's going to hit her. Holy shit, I fucked up my fucking kid. This is how this starts, guys. You gotta let kids be kids. Don't get me wrong. If your kid is into killing animals and shit, you don't want him to become fucking Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. Right? But this is what happens. This is why kids get confused about their feelings and their desires, because moms and dads like this come in and say, no, it's not the right way. Don't follow your biological imperative. Don't do what your masculine or feminine hard drive tells you to do. This is the way to do it. This is a social construct. That's how this stuff happens. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, Sebastian's going to end up dating people like Jamie, Tristan, Chris. And Amber's going to think everything is all fine and dandy until she figures out that he's like Carlton. Carlton.
Just be respectful, compassionate, and just be a good boy.
Be a good boy. Translation. Be a good boy for society. Be that good little beta male. It doesn't matter if she's a stripper. Doesn't matter if she's a prostitute. Be that good boy and wife up the ex-escort. Wife up the stripper. Wife up the girl. Pretty much gonna have to do that. Wife up the girl who's made a few mistakes with one or two oil sheiks in Dubai. Be a good little beta and forgive us of all of our past mistakes.
And, everything will be good.
You know, it's interesting. This actually just came to mind. Amber's raising her son to be the man that will rescue her. We talk about this all the time. Shout out to Ty. You guys follow him at Sports Droppings on Twitter. Actually used to do a sports talk radio show with him. I would like to get that going again. Ty, hit a nigga up. But there's this concept called sonsbins, right? Sons who are raised to be the husbands to their mothers. They're raising their sons to be better betas, as Rollo Tomasi calls it. Sebastian has no idea that his mother is setting him, and Amber doesn't know it yet. But when Amber turns 40, 42 years old and she realizes that men don't want her anymore, she's going to turn to Sebastian for that love. She's going to turn to her son for that love. She's going to want her son to fill the void that she's been missing all these years because of all of her hoe activities, all of her hoe tendencies. But when she sees that he's in a relationship with Ashley, and she finds out that Ashley's doesn't necessarily identify technically as a female, that's when she's going to get stupid. He's in trouble, man. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. And I feel sorry for the little bastard. I really do. But his mom is about to fuck him the fuck up, man.
I don't think it's my responsibility to speak on these issues. I don't think it's anyone's
I don't give a shit.
responsibility to do anything but take care of their families and do what they have to do. This, for me, is a passion. This is my everyday life.
Yes, it is your everyday life, but this is not a passion. This is you making a necessity a virtue. That's all this is.
This isn't my manager saying, hey, by the way, you should put up an Instagram post about slut shaming. You know, this is something that I live every single day.
No, you will live it for the rest of your life, sweetie. You'll live this for the rest of your life. Wiz Khalifa is the highest value man she will ever get to commit to her for the rest of her life. The high value men know it. Amber doesn't. Or maybe she does.
I'm living this with other women, and we need to help each other.
And that, as they say, is that. Holy shit. I'll tell you what, man. Amber Rose she is something else. And she's from Philly. Ugh. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Raising her kid to be her husband. That's what this is. That's what this is. Let me shout out some super chats before we get back to the phone lines. TD Hutch, $5, says she's going to raise a son to be the type of man that she would fuck. I agree. TD Hutch, another $2, says wouldn't fuck. Sorry. Okay. Ralph E., $10, says, I honestly feel sorry for her kid. One day he will wake up from the blue pill indoctrination his mom fed him, and he will end up hating himself and everyone around him. Hashtag how school shooters are made. I'm sorry, Technomage B5. That's the new comment of the day. That's the new comment of the day. This is how school shooters are made, man. If we stop marginalizing young boys, you stop the school shootings. I could do a whole series on that. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let us go to the phone lines. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Let's go to area code 949. Area code 949, you're on Live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
How's it going down? This is Ian in California.
Hey, Ian, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good. You know, the funny part about this is this is hilarious. Boys can't be boys because somehow we're just naturally defective, right?
Yep.
But girls can be girls at a slut walk.
That's right. That's right.
Help me to make that make sense right there.
Yeah.
Women can be just open hoes, and we're not supposed to say anything about it. But a man just living life just regularly, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's
listen.
Weird to me.
No, listen. This isn't weird at all, Ian. And thanks for the call, Ian. Listen, he actually makes a very good point. And Rollo says this all the time. Girls are raised as girls. Boys are raised as defective girls, right? So if a boy goes up and kisses a girl and doesn't ask her permission, he's somehow a predator. Oh, you're supposed to ask permission, consent. But a girl can sport fuck her way through her teens and 20s, commit paternity fraud, kill 3 of her own children in the form of an abortion, but get praised and celebrated for it. Yeah, make that make sense. All right, let's go to the next caller. Your number ends in 1376. You're calling from overseas. You're on Live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Donovan. How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Good, good. Thanks. Thanks for the great presentation. You made some great remarks. One of which, you said that previously you said that this feminist culture is starting to contaminate more
Right.
and more strongholds of traditional masculinity,
Right.
traditional femininity and masculinity. As a Moroccan, because I'm originally from Morocco, I'm starting to witness what you are talking about. The generation of my younger sister, they're starting to have these feminist ideas,
Oh
and
no.
so our traditional cultures, in Arab countries, they are starting to be converted to this feminist culture. As a young man, what advice do you give us, as societies, not only in the Arab world or in Europe, but in the world in general? What should we do in a small scale and on a larger scale to combat this feminist ideology? And
That is a very broad question, and I can't answer that all in one show, but I'll give you as a concise an answer as I can. To fight feminism and the scourge of feminism across the world on a small scale, what you need to do is you need to make sure you're always working on yourself. Make sure you have a strong body, make sure you have a strong mind, make sure your finances are in order. You have those three. If you have those three things in order, you're doing well for yourself as a man. The second thing you can do is do not wife up sluts. Don't wife up feminists. Listen, fuck them all you want to, but do not reward these women with the gift of your commitment. A man who has when men who have their shit together, they are starting to go their own way. Okay? Guys like us, we're saying, look, dude, we're not wifing up these hoes anymore. We're not fucking putting babies in these hoes anymore. And these bitches are freaking out.
Yep.
And I'll tell you something else. The only way, a lot of people complain about the price of cars. Like, God damn, why are cars so expensive? Why are cars, cars are too, the price is too high. You want to know how we can lower the price of cars? Is stop paying the price for the car. If we were to just decide to stop buying cars, the prices of automobiles would be slashed in half tomorrow. Well, it's the same thing is happening with feminism. If men quit rewarding feminism with their commitment, feminism will die. Feminism can't survive without men. Feminism can't survive without high-value men. If high-value men continue to commit to these sluts, if high-value men continue to have babies with these sluts, feminism's going to thrive on because they're being bailed out right at the end. But now that high-value men have started to say, you know what? I see how it is out here in these streets. Leonardo DiCaprio. Feminist sluts don't have a chance at guys like him anymore because he's decided, fuck it, these bitches belong to the game. I'm going to fuck them and chuck them like they belong to. That's how that works. Good question. Area code 585, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, brother. Name's Sean, and calling in from New York.
Hey, Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, doing good, man. I just wanted to say thanks for being real, number one.
Appreciate it.
And number two, dude, thanks for thanks for just telling it like it is, because in my opinion, this is it's the takedown of society, man.
Yep.
When you encourage degenerate behavior, and for a lack of a better term, you oppress good behavior. Like Amber Rose's her son, she's saying it's okay to, not like you just said a little bit ago, it's okay to not ask permission to kiss boys, which is okay. You do what you want to do.
Right.
But when it's okay to do something one way and it's bad to do something another way, I mean, like you said before, you're steering the kid in the wrong direction.
Oh,
and hey, listen, I'm okay if the kid turns out, homosexual or gay or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I don't have an issue there, but when you're directing your kid, in a specific way and you're the mother, right from wrong. So
it's irresponsible, man. It's irresponsible.
Yeah, it really is, brothers. It really is. Last thing before I get off here, man, I just want to say Thank you, bro. Thank you for keeping it real. I saw you on over there on Coach's channel. I won't shout him out because it's your channel, so I'll be respectful. But I just want to say thank you for being real, bro. Keep up the good work, and you got another subscriber.
Appreciate it,
Peace,
man. Thank you very much for the call. Sean in New York. Yeah, Sean makes an excellent point. What Amber Rose is doing is, it's not only irresponsible, how can I put this? It's not only irrational, it is also irresponsible. What she is doing to that boy is, it's immoral. It's immoral. She's teaching him how to not be a man. She is literally training all of the most attractive characteristics out of men. Amber Rose has talked herself out of grandkids. Mothers today, well, why hasn't my son settled down and had a couple of kids? Well, because you gave him faulty tools. You told him that he has to ask girls before he kisses them. You told him that he has to respect girls before they've earned it. That's why. Area code 760. Area code 760. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's Chris in San Diego.
Hey, Chris. How you doing, man? Good to talk to you again.
Doing good. Hey, I wanted to chime in is with Amber. She's setting these weird standards for her kid that she's like, okay, you need to have these standards, but it's okay for me to have those standards.
Wow.
She is totally going to fuck him up because she's saying, oh, talk about double standards. Here's my standard, but you have to be this way. That's just ridiculous to me, especially with everything I'm seeing going on.
That is that is an excellent point. And thanks for the call, Chris in San Diego. Yeah, excellent point. Amber is showing her boys, listen, I can do what I want to do. I can fuck different niggas here and there. I don't really have any standards, but you have to have standards. We as females, we don't have to have standards. We can do whatever we want to do. We can have slut walks, but you must step up and do the right thing. This goes to that third tenet that I was talking about as far as feminism. The third objective of feminism, this is the most insidious one, is to take away the authority from men while giving it to women, while simultaneously removing all responsibility from women and putting it on men. That is the most nefarious, insidious objective. What are we in? The 17th wave feminism? Very good call, Chris in San Diego. Area code 412, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Don?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hey, my name is Rich. I'm calling from Pittsburgh, the west side of PA.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you so much for being brave enough to do your content. You and Coach inspire me to do something like this. I honestly don't think I'm on your level. I know I'm just taking my time. There's other things I'm trying to do, but what you've been doing, like, I see the fallacy in my past dating experiences, especially in my last relationship that lasted for 4 years.
Right.
I definitely was a beta male simp, and I have gotten to the point where I'm not faulting myself because I didn't have this information beforehand.
Right.
But I know how to move forward much better because of guys like you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what kind of impact you are doing out here for men like me. Well, for men in training like me.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you very much for the words, Rich. I appreciate it. Rich in Pittsburgh. Boy, that's a passionate guy right there, man. Listen, and I encourage guys, listen, start blogs, start YouTube channels, man. The word has to get out here somewhere. It has to get out here sometime. YouTube's already throttled me. Maybe somebody else can sort of sneak past things. Joker seems to be the guy right now. Joker has solved the YouTube paradigm. He has solved the YouTube paradigm. Like, that dude is next level. By the way, Joker will be on this channel Saturday night at 7 p.m. 4 Eastern, so do not miss that. Coach Greg Adams might be able to make it. Not 100% sure. He can't confirm, but he might be able to make it. All right, let us go to area code 682. Area code 682, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's RPM. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Hey, I just got a question for you because I actually want to get your opinion on this.
Sure.
Because you actually did this show at the perfect time.
Okay.
Because this is something I was curious of. And my question for you is, do you foresee in the future at any point that we will get to a time period where women who are raising their sons this way are going to finally wake up and go, look, we're doing a horrible disservice to them. we're teaching them to basically grow up to be emotionally unstable men. And we got to change this, and we got to turn this around. Otherwise, it's just going to be worse and worse for society as a whole.
I think at some point they will come to this realization, and they'll come to this realization. See, because one thing, mothers have a very strong biological desire to reproduce. They almost have the same strong desire for their children to reproduce, for their sons to pass on their legacy, right? They already know they know their daughter's going to have babies. They already know that because, I mean, they're women, they're daughters. But when women, and this is funny, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. 2 brothers and 2 sisters, 5 of us. Only 2 of us have kids. Only 2 of us have kids. The other 3 of us, we don't have kids, nor do we want to. We want nothing to do with kids. Now, we all have our reasons, but myself and my youngest brother, we know what those reasons are. We are 100% co-signed on that. But will they wake up? I think they probably will at some point, but by then it's too late, right? Maybe she's 70, 80 years old. She's like, man, you know what? I kind of gave Junior
What do you
these
think it's
false
going to
tools.
take?
It's going to take a seismic shift in the culture. That's what it's going to take. I think it's going to, you know what it's going to take, Mike? I'll tell you this. It's going to take sort of a red pill sort of awakening for these women. And here's what I mean. When men find the red pill, the first thing that we always sort of discover is the community. We say, wow, there are other men that are going through this. Then we find message boards, we find forums. One thing leads to another. You end up with shows here, you're on blogs, and we're all one big community. Well, what it's going to take is a woman maybe posting something on Facebook at the ripe old age of 75 or Twitter or Instagram says, hey, man, I'm 75 years old. I have 3 sons, and I don't have any grandkids. My first two sons are homosexual. My last son is confused about what he wants sexually, right? And what I came to sort of realize is I steered them the wrong way. She's not going to be the only one who feels this way. Other grandmothers are going to sort of latch on and say, you know what? I kind of admit that I kind of fucked my son or my sons up too. One thing leads to another, and you've got sort of a group of old people, old grandmothers, maybe reaching out to the younger generation and saying, hey, listen, don't listen to people like Amber Rose. Let your sons be sons. They said boys will be boys for a reason. Well, that's what makes the world go round. It's going to take, now, will that happen? I don't know. I'll be dead and gone by the time that ever begins to be, put in thought. But it's going to take something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of too.
Yeah.
We're all going to be gone.
Well, listen, I've made peace with myself. I know that in like MLD and I, we always have this argument. MLD is very optimistic. He's like, man, the red pill is spreading. It's going to go mainstream and this and that and the other. I guess I want to agree with him, but I can't. It's just too much. There are too many forces that work against us. And so I've resolved and when I first joined the red pill community, I said, dude, we're going to change the fucking world. When I lost my second YouTube channel, got banned on Twitter, I was like, you know what? I'm making a difference, but I'm not going to be around to see the impact that I've made. And that's okay with me. That's okay with me. My legacy will be cemented, right? I'm not going to be around to see it, and I'm good with that. I mean,
90 seconds.
Who knows? Maybe if I'm lucky enough to make it to 75, 80 years old, maybe I'll start to see the remnants of change. But when it does change, dude, I will have been 6 feet under for a while, man.
Well, you're making a difference. Just keep doing what you're doing, for sure.
Well, Mike, I appreciate the call, my friend. Thank you very much. Red Pill Mike is a patron of mine. He's actually double dipping.
60 seconds.
Listen to this shit. This is funny. This is great. This is the chat. This is the comment of the fucking year right here. Medi Naha with the €2 super chat says Joker equals Donovan Sharpe plus marijuana. Oh my God, that's great. That's great. That's a good equation. That's accurate. That is accurate. Let me throw this one back at you. Donovan Sharpe equals Joker plus cocaine. There you go. Dude, Joker and I, man, like Greg Adams and I, we're sort of fire and ice, but we have similar personalities. Dude, Joker, he is cool, calm, and collected, man. He is cool.
10 seconds.
I listened to him when I work out in my gym, and I forgot which episode I was listening to, but I was listening to an episode and I heard him raise his voice. I'm like, what the fuck? The Joker? And he didn't even raise his voice. He went like one octave up. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Did Joker actually almost get upset? Almost fucking dropped the barbell. Looking forward to having him on the show. Let's take the last few callers here. Area code 239. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Triple Black, man. I'm calling from South Florida, man. What's up?
Doing good, man.
Hey, I had two questions for you.
Sure.
The first question is, obviously, because I've been with a stripper before, and one thing I know that they have a subconscious hate for men.
Yes.
And do you think that could be part of it, that she's projecting that subconscious hate for men? It's like penis envy. It's like, delayed penis envy.
Listen.
Hello?
Triple Black, you are spot on. Amber Rose, by the way, and you correctly stated, she used to be a stripper. Strippers have a natural disdain for men because the men want to fuck them, but they don't want to commit to them. Now, every once in a while, a millionaire who owns a Learjet says, marry me, come and be with me, but they don't want to be with him because he's actually proposing to a stripper and he only really wants her for the way she looks. But yeah, Amber Rose is projecting her she's projecting her learned hate towards men onto her son. It's almost like she's punishing her son for all of the wrong she's been done by men and turning him into what she absolutely detests. And it's weird because she's gonna love her son, but she's gonna hate him at the same time. It's gonna be fucked up. It really, really is. Dude, you're 100% right. That is a very, very good question. What was your next thing?
The next question was, hoes like Amber Rose and Black China and all that, they are creating a lot of these artificial hoes, in the pub. Is this driving the price of professional hoes up, or is it kind of just saturating the market? I've always wondered about that. Is because there's so many artificial hoes now. Like, you can be a hoe just by, putting a couple booty shots on Instagram.
Right.
But, 10 years ago, to be a hoe, you had to be a kind of a professional hoe. Like, you had to have some kind of game. But now anybody can be a hoe. What do you think about what has it done to the market?
Excellent, dude. Man, you came with the great questions. Here's the answer. And I'll actually give you the answer in sort of a form. You know what's happened with OnlyFans, right? Ever since the quarantine, COVID, now all of a sudden, girls were out of jobs. Your waitresses, your strippers, your cam girls. All of a sudden, now they didn't have jobs. So what did they do? They created OnlyFans accounts. Well, what ended up happening is that the girls who were OnlyFans veterans started complaining. Oh my God, all these girls are now OnlyFans girls and our income is going down. The reason, and so to answer your question, artificial hoes are driving the market down. The more easy pussy there is out there, the less valuable it is. That's how this, listen, and that's an excellent question. This is the basic concept of supply and demand. The more something is available to the market, the less it's worth. That's how this works.
Right.
Back in the day, there weren't too many sluts, which is why vagina and sex was worth a lot back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. But now that every woman gives it up on the first date, it's not really worth much. So yeah, it has absolutely driven the market down. You have to be and because of this, you don't even, just like you said, you don't even have to be a professional hoe to make money. You can be an average, look, a couple of booty shots in an OnlyFans account, you're making $1,000 a week in your first week. So to answer your question, it has absolutely driven the market down. Very, very good questions, man. Very good question, man. You guys are making me think today. Good shit. Let's go to 3 more calls here. Let's go to area code 404. Area code 404. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's Terrence from Atlanta, the hard gainer. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks to you, Joker, and Coach Gray Adams, man. I appreciate the red pill on what you've given me because I've taken what you said to heart about being 30 being where you start off. And in about 10 days, I'll be 30.
Oh, wow.
And this is where I plan. Yeah, this is where I plan to take my 5-year journey to go ahead and get rid of all my debt, focus on myself. You guys got me back in the gym. You guys got me focused on my stocks. You guys got me putting the options for myself. And dude, I just that's the first thing. I just really want to say thank you for that. I really much appreciate all that you guys do. My second thing is, once I take the knowledge that I've done with my stocks and start hitting a bid, I got something coming for you, man. Because I really want to be a patron of yours. It's just that,
I understand.
with all the debt I put up for myself and with all my choices I put in myself, I just really want to give back to you guys in the community. So once I get myself out of it, probably the next couple of months, I'll start my channel and start using the knowledge that you passed on to pass on to the younger generation of my age.
Excellent, excellent. And I'll tell you what, Terrence, even if you don't have the money to support the community, the best way to do it, which is probably more valuable than even money, is share the content. Listen, I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate you guys buying my courses, but I'm telling you, sharing the content is invaluable. Dude, sharing the content gets it out there, and it saves more lives after that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my coworker. He's actually he'll be 30 this year later too.
Okay.
He's already got 2 baby mamas with 3 kids, and I'm trying to get him in the gym.
Dude, get him out of there.
Work on himself.
Good stuff, man. Listen,
I'm working on it, man. It's hard.
It's hard, but don't give up, man. I appreciate the call, Terrence. I love hearing stories like that, man. Love hearing stories like that. Let's go to area code 469. Area code 469. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? Dub from Dallas.
Hey, Dub. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good. The caller before last, that was a very good question that he highlighted. Basically, the females, they've saturated the market, and in order to, they already wasn't shit to begin with. So now everybody just got to be hoes, and it's so easy to come across anything once you have this knowledge.
Right.
Now I want to ask you a question. It's kind of a womanese question real quick.
Okay.
A particular person, they basically tweeted, "Life is short. Do who and what you want and fuck anybody unsolicited opinion." Now, that right there is basically, to me, that's what Amber Rose is doing. She's basically understand that she's past her prime. She's fucked out, and you know she has to double down.
At the expiration date, bro.
Double down on it. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. Listen, you are 100% correct. And this is what King Life said earlier. If women could turn back the clock, and I'll put it to you like this. If women knew they hit the wall at 100 years old, guess what they'd do, Dub? They'd be hoes for 99 years, 364 days, 11 hours, and 58 minutes. And then they would try to settle down, right? So listen, you are 100% spot on. When women know that they have aged out, that they have that they have fucked out, that they cannot get men of value anymore. They have to double down on being hoes because they can't show people, oh shit, I fucked up. Very few women will admit, you know what? Maybe being a hoe wasn't quite such a good idea. I did an episode on a woman by the name of Karen Cross who left her fiance at the age of 19, went off and rode the cock carousel, and she admitted that was a bad thing to do. She's like, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed with him. Now he's married with kids, and I'm still single and getting passed around by the same dudes that I was fucking back in my 30s because she's now 42.
Exactly. Well, yo, man, Donovan, you're doing an awesome job, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I wanted to make sure that I wasn't,
make sure you weren't crazy.
On the same page.
Well, Dub in Dallas, I appreciate the call. Let's go to the last caller of the day. Area code 574. 574. Bringing up the rear, man. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Donovan? This is Brian out of Indiana.
Hey, Brian, how you doing, brother?
Good. Listen, this is going to be quick. I also want to say what Amber got going on, it just shows you that fathers are very important, number one.
Yes.
And number two, he's about to develop a seriously Oedipus complex. I know you're familiar with that.
Oh, yes.
Oedipus complex. That's what he's about to develop. And what she's teaching him is women are right and men are wrong. And in the process, she's teaching him, and she doesn't know it, to despise his father more and more.
Oh, my God. And you want to know why he's going to despise his father, whoever he is, more and more? Is because the way Amber is raising him. See, what Amber's raising him not to be is going to be like, wait a minute. Everything that mom is telling me not to do, dad did, or dad is doing. Dad is the enemy. We shouldn't be like that. So he's going to hate his dad because of what his mom is teaching him. Then when he sees the light, he's going to hate his mom for making him hate his dad. This is going to be a fucked up. Listen, I feel sorry for Sebastian. He's a cute kid. He's going to be a good-looking kid when he grows up, but, dude, he is absolutely going to be fucked up in the head, man. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa is his pops, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Listen, I know who his dad is. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, yeah, Wiz Khalifa, that's who she was talking about, yeah.
But, yeah. So a lot of it falls back on him, too, if anything.
That's right. That's right. Listen, just like the fact that Dwayne Wade's son, Zion, is now Zaya, listen, we can all blame Gabrielle Union for that. We can all blame Gabby for that. But guess what? If Dwayne Wade was actually a strong leader of the family, that wouldn't have happened, okay? We can blame Gabrielle Union all we want to. This is just what women do. Right or wrong or indifferent, this is what they do. I put this on D. Wade. His son is now a girl. That's on his watch. He's got to wear that now.
Right.
I'm not blaming Gabrielle Union for that. Yeah, listen, this is what bitches are supposed to do. They are put on this planet to destroy men. But if you as a man allow a woman you're not even blood related to turn your son, to convince your son that he is something other than what he is, that's on you, fam. That's on you. I appreciate the call.
Exactly.
I appreciate the call, Brian in Indiana. Very, very good call. Very, very good call. Let me read these last couple of super chats here. Oh, see, now you guys are hitting me with the equations. Joker plus PCP equals Donovan. The Nate Dogg says the 6 equals ecstasy. Joker plus TRT plus Gorilla Mind Rush equals TSR. That's good. That's good. Sterling Seiler with the $20 super chat says we need a red pill YouTube. You're the start, bro. That's why I came up with Sharpe Stream. Sharpe Stream is my own platform, which, by the way, I will be streaming to right after the show. I'm going to be breaking down 90 Day Fiancé right after the show. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe if you want access. Age of Machines, $2 super chat says, I know 2 women who've gone to OnlyFans in 24 hours. See that, man? Unbelievable, man. Joshua Taylor, $5 says, you need strong fathers, not weak men, who are pushed over or unmentally fit to be the head of the family. Wow. There we go, man. There we go. One last time, I'll remind you guys, for those of you watching, if you missed it, in case you missed it earlier, Womanese Volume 2. Womanese Volume 2 is going to drop on July 31st. Womanese Volume 2 comes out on July 31st. That is a Friday. It is only going to be available on Friday, July 31st, Saturday, August 1st, and Sunday, August 2nd, not 1 minute later. I'm going to talk about first dates, gold diggers, her past, and of course, the shit test compendium. I'm going to cover scores of shit tests, what she says versus what she means, and more importantly, how to pass those shit tests. That's right, guys. I'm going to tell you what to say, how to respond to shit tests. 175 phrases and questions, diagnosed and broken down to the letter. Best of all, if you have already purchased Womanese 101, you get Womanese Volume 2 absolutely free. I'll say it again. If you already purchased Womanese 101, you will not pay 1 red cent for Womanese Volume 2. If you buy Womanese Volume 2, you will get Womanese 101 Volume 1 at no charge. Now, you're going to pay more than the guys paid in the beginning. It's going to be a little bit more because it's going to be a lot more information. 100 phrases and questions in Volume 1, 175 phrases and questions in Volume 2. Because I'm putting them together, I have to charge more. However, if you buy Womanese Volume 2, guess what? You're going to get Womanese Volume 3, which drops on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, at no charge. You will only have to pay for Womanese 101 one time, and you will get all 3 volumes absolutely free. The sooner you buy, the more you save. Text DON, that's D-O-N, Don as in Donovan, to 4747 to get on the list. If you want to get on the waiting list, you need to do that right now. Pick up your phone, grab your phone, go to 4747 and text Don. 4747 and text Don. I will put you on the waiting list. You guys will know when it's coming out. And oh, by the way, it's coming out July 31st. I might just release it a few days early. If you were on that list, you will have the opportunity to get it before anybody else. So that is July 31st. And of course, the lovely and talented Jennifer, the beautiful and illustrious Jennifer, will be the Gretchen the good girl and the Brianna the bad girl. She did the best. She's the prettiest. So she got the spot. She got the contract. She is under contract for volumes 2 and 3. She's under contract for volumes 2 and 3. She might be under contract for volume 4. I'm going to have at least 2 more volumes 2 and 3. I might do part 4. Depends on how volumes 2 and 3 go. We'll see what happens. But that was the major announcement. That was the major announcement. That is going to do it for the 627th episode of TSR Live. If you are a patron, you need to get your asses over to Sharpe Stream. Get your asses over to Sharpe Stream. We are going to do 90 Day Fiancé Breakdown number 19. Get your ass over to Sharpe Stream. If you're a patron, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Devin's already posted it. Put in the password. You're on Sharpe Stream. You get a better picture, better content. I say dirtier words, etc., etc. Excellent show today, guys. My thanks goes out to Ian in California, the guy in Morocco, Sean in New York, Chris in San Diego, Rich in Pittsburgh, Red Pill Mike, Triple Black in SoFla, Terrence in Atlanta, Dub in Dallas, Brian in Indiana. My thanks to all of my super chatters, including the Sea Bear, Cryomancer, and the other guy who called himself the Marfuki Man, Cryomancer, and Casual Killer. The Marfuki Man, Cryomancer, the Casual Killer, and the Sea Bear. All with 3-figure super chats. You guys are too generous. This is why I love doing the show. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.